It's tournament time again. The Rec Center on the second floor of the Radigan Student Center is signing students up for their annual pool tournaments. Winners will receive $10 during the semester with a $100 grand prize at the end of the year. The sign-up sheet is located in the entryway of the Rec Center. Tournaments are held at 3:30 in the afternoon every Monday and Tuesday.
The Shocker Bowling program annually attracts more than 50 student athletes from all over the world. Singapore native Jezreel Tan is one of those students. 4 years ago, she traveled more than 9,000 miles to bowl for Wichita State. Adapting to a foreign culture did not slow her down. She is currently the most successful collegiate bowler in the United States. Although she is away from home, she finds bowling cultures to be similar.
It's different, but the bowling culture is very much the same because everybody's in love with bowling. There are a lot of people who love bowling here and also back home in Singapore. So I guess it's just the training process that is really different.
Compete in their first tournament of the season at North Rock Lanes on October 13th.
With college expenses rising, how much do students know about student loans? Megan Longyear graduated in 2012. She's only 22 years old, and after graduation, she's been working at the Children's Place and Radio Shack to pay off her debt. Since she's also a military wife, she started moving more often, which affects her budgeting.
$16,000 in debt from college, and it was around $25,000 in debt. Well, I do work a lot, so I try to spend as little as possible outside of the things that I need. So loans come first and foremost for me. After.
Makes payments of $300 just for her loans. She had no idea of deferments and feels everyone should be educated about student loans.
On how to manage our loans after school. Know when your interest starts building. That way you're not just paying off your interest when you start paying, you're actually paying some of the loan as well.
Manages to have fun working 13 hours a day. For help and information about student financial aid, contact your financial aid office.
Preparing to graduate can be confusing and a stressful time for some students. Each semester, students study past their classes and drink coffee to stay awake on campus. But what are they doing with the university to prepare for graduation?
More trouble if they don't proactively work with the university, but if you have a drive to do it, I feel the university will actually help you a lot in that aspect.
Campus to help students pick classes, but the Career Service Center is there to help prepare for graduation and post-graduation.
To let students know. I think if they know us for anything, often it is either the job posting system, hire a shocker, or when they get ready to graduate. But we do so much early on that really can help a student.
Services help by holding job fairs, resume reviews, and mock interviews for current students and postgraduates.
All right, we'll be right back with more. We're here with Brett Wyrick today. He is our floor director for Studio B today, and we're just going to talk to him a little bit and let you know what's going on behind the cameras as we're here presenting the news to you. Brett, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Can you tell me about what it takes to be the floor director here and what kind of things you deal with in this class?
Well, it's a multifaceted job because you're not only listening to you, the news anchor, the newscasters, you're also listening to everybody in the back as well. So you're talking, you got to be real flexible for this position.
Now, Brett, what is your degree in here at Wichita State?
I'm majoring in communication with an emphasis in electronic media. I'm also getting a minor in marketing.
Okay, so the production side of communications and news, that really kind of ties into your degree. What kind of things is this teaching you about work experience?
Oh, teaching me so much. You're talking, people just don't realize how much goes on behind the scenes of, say, like a newscast or any show at all, in fact, because, I mean, you've got things to run such as like the teleprompters, you got to have people running the cameras, then you've got teams of people running different things like the voiceovers and the different audio clips and that sort of thing. So as far as this pertaining to my degree, it's been very, very eye-opening for sure.
Now, you say it's eye-opening. What is one of the most surprising things that you've learned so far in this class?
Probably the most surprising thing that I've learned is it's just not as easy as what the news anchors and being on the news and just being on TV, they just make it look so much easier than what it actually is because there's so much to be prepared for.
There is a lot of preparation going into this. How fast was it when the semester started that you were here behind the camera running your first live show?
It was about the time that I enrolled, I feel like, because it was just really, really quick. With this class, one thing I really like about it is that you jump right in. It's a very, very hands-on class versus some other classes. They'll just teach you things and you're sitting behind a desk. I'd much rather sit behind a camera or sit behind an audio board and work that way.
All right, Brett, well, thank you for joining us today. Hopefully we've informed some of our audience a little bit about what goes on here, and have a great rest of your semester.
Oh, yeah, well, absolutely. Thank you.
All right, next we'll follow up with two groups of international students who are making themselves feel at home here at Wichita State. We'll be right back. Although on-campus residence is an option here at Wichita State, many international students have chosen to opt out of that option. Instead, they form their own residence communities around the city of Wichita. Adeline Tan has the story.
Behind me is the largest Indian student residence community in town. About 100 of them, they're staying in this area.
The reason why we do that, it's because we are international students and we know that it's pretty expensive if you're staying on the campus. So we always prefer to stay off the campus.
On weekends, I play for Shockers. So I go back to the grounds. I just play cricket from morning to evening. I get back, I cook my food, I eat and I sleep. And in weekends at times.
On the other side of town, there's a group of Malaysian student community. Every day, they spend at least an hour commuting back and forth the campus.
There are 10 people living in the house, and then we have 5 bedrooms. It's a 3-story house. You can ask for help more easily because there are more people around you.
Staying with people that you know, you won't be embarrassed to tell them about certain things. But staying with people that you don't know, you have some trouble of telling them to do certain things.
It's always good to find people of the same culture when you're far away from home. This is Adeline Tan with Studio B.
Glad these international students have made themselves feel at home in Wichita.
Well, that wraps it up for this week's Studio B.
Thanks for joining us and have a great day.